Hi, I'm Everett Mansholt with Landmark Implement. Today I'm going to be going over ICA2 and HarvestSmart on model year 2019 and earlier machines. ICA2, or otherwise known as Interactive Combine Adjust. We'll begin on the Gen 4 monitor. We'll go into Menu, Applications, and then Integrated Combine Adjustment 2 icon is right there in the middle. We can get into it this way, or you can set it up as on your shortcut bar as you see at the bottom of the screen. All you have to do is press on that button and we get into the Integrated Combine Adjustment. So here is our run screen. For this, in the top left we have our current settings. This is what we're gonna come in here and set our machine. We're gonna get out and check the ground, see how we're doing threshing, see how we're doing on our losses. We'll get out of that and I'll just walk you through this run page to begin with. Below that's our priorities. So we can go through and set what we are most worried about or what's most critical to us. So here I have set up grain loss, then broken grain, foreign material, and straw quality is my fourth recommendation. If you want broken grain to be ahead of grain loss, you can just move that up. So then it's going to look at broken grain and then your grain loss and so on. So below this we have our automation status. Gives you if it's green it's okay, and then gives you all of your automations below that. So HarvestSmart, active terrain adjustment, and auto maintain. Over to the right we have our optimized performance. And this is where we're going to go in, also known as ICA. This is where we're going to go in and we're going to, if we have grain loss, we'll select grain loss. If we have a grain quality issue like broken grain, we'll select that. If you've got foreign material or so on. So we're just going to show you grain loss here, hit next, and then you just select where you're seeing your loss, whether it be on the separator, the shoe, or just unthreshed, you're not getting it out of the head. So select separator loss, we'll hit next, and then it's going to come up and give you recommendations. As you can see here, it's going to tell you increase your threshing speed. If you don't like that one, you can hit the arrow to the right, select the next solution. So there's multiple solutions that you can go through. Recommended solution 1 here, increase threshing speed. If that's what you want to do, you just simply hit the apply button and it will adjust the machine for you. We'll close out of that. And below here now is our automated features. So we have HarvestSmart, which you can turn on or off just by touching on it. Active terrain, if your combine has active terrain adjustment, you can turn it on or off to adjust going up or down hills. Now once you have it turned on, you can just press to the right of it and it will open up HarvestSmart, and then you can adjust settings within there, as well as the same with active terrain. So to get started here, I'm going to close out of these. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through this. You're going to start harvesting. You're going to come into your current settings and you're going to make the adjustments needed to set your combine to where you are happy with your losses and the performance of your machine. By increasing, decreasing threshing clearance, you're increasing, decreasing your threshing speed, cleaning fan, and then your chaffer and sieve clearances, as well as your overall performance monitor, known as the vision track, over to the left. If you're happy with the overall losses, you'll hit set to current, and then we've got our machine set. Once you do that, then we're able to go in and we're able to set a performance target. So down here at the bottom, we're going to turn auto maintain on, and we're going to set performance target. And you can see the circles going around. If I was actually harvesting, it would know where my combine's running, my losses, and the performance, and that would set my performance target. And then it would just adjust itself, make adjustments to the combine as we're harvesting through the field, using cameras that are mounted on the side of the clean grain elevator as well as the tailings elevator. In the middle here, we have our active terrain adjustment. So we can turn active terrain adjustment on, and then, as I said before, to the right, you can hit that and you can fine-tune this. You can increase or decrease your sensitivities for going uphill and downhill, and you can see where your chaffer, sieve, and cleaning fan settings are. So if I just touch on the chaffer, I can tell it if I want it included in automation, and I can also tell it how big of steps I want it to take, or how big of adjustments. So here it's going to make 2 millimeter adjustments at a time. I'll touch on the sieve. It's set for 1 millimeter adjustments at a time. Maybe you don't want your sieve to adjust in automation. You just want your cleaning fan and your chaffer to adjust. You can uncheck include in automation. So we can increase and decrease over here to the left. It's going to automatically adjust our sieve chaffer openings and control our cleaning fan speed as we go up and down hills. In result, this is going to help us achieve the same loss levels going up and down hills as we would on level ground. It's going to help reduce tailings, and it automatically adjusts, as I said. So above that, we have HarvestSmart. I have it turned on to the right. I can press on that and we can make adjustments to it as well. HarvestSmart's going to use 3 main inputs, and it's going to automatically adjust ground speed to keep consistent capacity coming through the machine. So it's utilizing a pressure sensor on the rotor. It's using grain loss from the vision track as well as engine load. So it's just trying to keep a consistent flow of material coming through the combine, and it's going to increase and decrease that speed to do so as crop conditions vary. So we can go down here and we can adjust maximum engine power, ground speed. We can go in and set a maximum ground speed, And then aggressiveness. We can go in and set how aggressive we want this machine to shift. If it's real jerky and making real aggressive speed changes, you might want to go in and decrease your aggressiveness. So we've got up here, if we were running, we would have our target pressure from our rotor. So that is HarvestSmart. At the bottom here, I'm going to go ahead and turn auto maintain off so it quits trying to set a performance target. Okay, so now down here at the bottom we have an automation status. So as I said earlier, a green light, okay. And then as this machine makes adjustments, you will see where this blue circle is to the right here going around. You will see that, and it'll be blue, and it'll be making adjustments. We can go in to our live camera, and you can look at your grain camera on the clean grain elevator. We can turn grain analysis on, so then we can see broken and unthreshed grain, and if we have light or heavy material, we can turn tailings camera, or we can select both and look at the quality that our machine is doing. In the bottom left corner, we have history. So we can go in and it's going to give us a bar graph of performance of this machine. So how we've been doing with the separator and the shoe and tailings and so on. So in this top box we have throughput. So if you're wanting to look at productivity, you can select productivity, and then it will show you a bar graph and see how you have done with the adjustments that have been made. If we hit adjustments at the top, it will show you, if I was actually harvesting, it would show you the adjustments that have been made and when they had been made and why. So this is our ICA2, our integrated combine adjustment platform, I guess, as you would say. We have auto maintain on this machine. We have active terrain adjustment. If your combine did not have those, they wouldn't show up. HarvestSmart, you do have to have a Pro Drive transmission to utilize HarvestSmart. And the main thing to take away from this is you need to set your machine to where you are satisfied with the losses and performance, and then go in and turn on your set your performance target and turn on auto maintain, and then your combine will make the necessary adjustments to achieve the desired level of cleaning and losses. So got any questions about the video that you've seen today, please contact one of your local Landmark dealerships.